Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
So today we have the championship game. We've been through the IPA side. We've been through the New England IPA side. If you have not seen them, go back and watch all the other ones.
Please. Don't skip to the final.
Yeah.
Like some...
Yeah.
Just don't.
It's well worth it, especially on the New England side. And I would say, surprisingly, on the IPA side, because...
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think there were some beers that we would...
Yeah, most beers have very sweet malt.
Yeah. I mean, we learned a lot.
Yeah.
And granted, if you go back and look at our old videos, you'll know that we left some players out on purpose.
Right.
We didn't do any founders.
Yep.
We didn't do any bells. We didn't do any stone. We were afraid that some of those would taint the bracket.
Right.
Because we knew they were good. Now, that doesn't mean we can't do like a winner bracket. Or not even a winner bracket, but like some of the other ones at some point.
Yeah.
So.
But it seems like most people like IPAs. So that's why we went back, because I think last year we did like a IPA, a porter, a stout, then another or something. Yeah. And it seems like IPAs are the way to go. We do these in one day, so we have to time them so we can still finish. So right now it is 4:15. We are finishing up this whole thing. Not saying we're done with reviews, but this is the last game. So on my side, Blow Your Face Off by Roak and Old Nation Boss Tweed.
So just to remind you, the beer Brad is pouring, the Roak Blow Your Face Off, is 10.5%. So it is the highest alcohol content out of all the beers that we've done in our bracket. And it's also the highest IBU content with 100 IBUs. So this is very much a slap you in the face, gonna be bitter as hell kind of beer. The other beer Brad is pouring is the Boss Tweed.
I don't know how much is still in here, so.
Well, we'll make it work. At 9.3%, so it's right up there in the alcohol content, but it only comes in at 68 IBUs, which for a New England style IPA, a double IPA on top of that, is right in the ballpark for a double, I would say. So it's not as slap you in the face as this Roak, but it's still up there. The good news is we can definitely tell them apart, so there's no mixing them up.
And I would say at the beginning of this, when Steve and I talk about this, we did talk about doing this completely blind. Now, the hard part and why we didn't do that is we would also need somebody here to pour us the beers, so we didn't know the color. And as you can see in this final, the first person that poured it would know exactly what the color was. So that's why we didn't do that.
Yeah, plus we can't afford a third person unless you want to donate money.
Yeah, I mean we
prefer money. We'll take help, but money would be preferable.
Yeah, we take a full day off to do this.
Unpaid.
Yep.
Just throwing that out there.
You're not paid?
Nope. Just go ahead and put that ATM card in. I am, but don't tell them that.
No, we love doing this, so that's why we do keep doing it. But you guys need to let us know what you want to see next year. Yeah. Do you want to see almost winter beers since we're just getting out of winter? Again, it seems like to us, New England IPAs are the best, so that's why we do it.
Plus, we don't want to do this under a bridge. And it's cold as hell down in Brad's basement. So please donate money so he can turn up his heat.
It's 61 in here today. So obviously, I would say this looks like a yeast starter.
Yeah, and granted, we did get the bottom.
Yeah, it's going to be the bottom. So we could have a lot of Old Nation yeast.
Yeah, it might throw this flavor off a bit, but you know what? We might have to go back on what we remember it tasting like.
The Blow Your Face Off, I would say, did stay the same.
Yeah,
strong yellow. It is hazy protein, but we did call that before we started this. We did notice it, and there is still some protein yeast in the bottom of that. Okay, what do we get for a smell?
Hoppy.
Like danky. Okay, we just got done with all the New England IPAs.
Yeah. So I wasn't ready for it. Sorry.
It's like a danky sweet malt.
Yeah, you can tell it's high in IBUs. This one is still consistently juicy.
It's like a tart, juicy citrus.
Yep. Which is preferable in our world.
Yeah, like a ripened, tart, juicy citrus. Mm-hmm. Taste?
It's still hoppy. But has it calmed down a bit, or am I just getting used to hops?
I think our palate's still wrecked from having this in round one.
Yeah.
I have to say, Blow Your Face Off tastes colder because it's been in the fridge a little bit longer.
That's true.
Very big, dank, hop, resin taste out of Blow Your Face Off.
They didn't miss on the name, that's for sure. Like, it will blow your face off with the amount of hops that you're going to get slapped with. You got to be ready for that, I guess. And as long as you like that, then I'd say that's your type of beer.
The problem I have with Blow Your Face Off is the hop profile. You really don't get like that citrus, that fruitiness, that stone fruit, that whatever earthy. You don't get that, and I think it's because it's 100 IBUs. It's overdone. All those hops are just thrown in there. They're all muddled together, so it's just a big, dank beer.
It's a blow your face off kind of hop beer. Right?
Yeah. Where the Boss Tweed,
it's balanced.
Yeah, tangy, balanced, juicy fruit, citrus beer that I could drink 5 of and sleep in
like a
baby yard.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think you could drink as many Blow Your Faces Off. I think that bitterness, that 100 IBUs would put you past your limit, at least for me, where I would be like, okay, I'm one and done. Get this beer out of here.
Well, and I have a feeling too, like if you were able to power through a couple, like tomorrow you would wake up and your mouth would just be so dry.
Yeah, cotton mouth.
From the insane amount of IBUs. And I almost think it's one of these where, and we've heard of breweries doing this before, like we're just going to ratchet up the hell out of the IBUs just because it's a marketing thing. Right. And people love big IPA, beers, where I think we tend to go the other route and say, look, you can ratchet it up, but it still needs to be balanced and it needs to be flavorful.
Right.
Where I think this just tried to blow your face off, hence the name.
Yeah, you don't, in my eyes, you get some sweet malt, but that hop profile... Oh, you got it all.
A lot of yeast.
Hey, you better save that and make it
right, I'm going to brew my own now.
The Blow Your Face Off, you get a little bit of that sweet malt, but that dank, I think, is too much. And like Steve said, I think they're just doing it because you can. I mean, who can't throw 3 ounces of Magnum and a whole crap ton of malt to make a 10.5 ABV beer? Where we were talking off camera, could we make Boss Tweed? We don't know, but I guarantee I can get closer on Blow Your Face Off than I can Boss Tweed.
Yeah.
With just adding a crap ton of grain, a crap ton of hops at the end, a lot of Magnum at the beginning, and 100 IBUs is on the cut. Can you taste more than 100 IBUs?
I don't know.
And you're really, in my eyes, you're not getting a lot of flavor. You're getting that dankness, that big IBU, but
for what?
Yeah.
You know, and that's my
to
complaint.
say you had a 100 IBU beer.
Yeah, and granted, their alcohol level is up there at 10.5%, but I think I could make a 10.5% beer, or even recommend some that are up there that are way more balanced and maybe back down on the IBUs a little bit, but still give that hop lover a good beer, I guess. So
Well, I can make a raspberry ale that 9.5 that you could drink all day and pass out from. But it wouldn't have that 100 IBUs. But yes, it would take some time to get a beer like Blow Your Face Off in a home brewing situation. I think it could be attainable sooner than that Boss Tweed.
Yeah. No, I agree. It'd be easier.
Yeah.
This would take some experimenting to get to. This would be, all right, what's your favorite grain?
Yeah.
And how high do you want to go?
Yeah. But yeah, for me, overall champion is Boss Tweed.
I agree. Yeah.
So that means I
gave
think
the
this
whole
is
way. Stupid.
Yeah, this isn't right.
I know, right?
But just for giggles, what I'm going to do, just to see, we'll see who is higher on Untapped, even though it really doesn't matter. Maybe. So, Blow Your Face Off, 34 of my friends have rated this average 4.19 out of 5. Almost a little over 6,500 people have rated this average 4.02 out of 5.
So I mean, but with that helps kind of show that yes, they beat all these other beers that we tried today, and 4 point something was one of the higher, beers that we tried.
Okay, so they do have a 2019 Boss Tweed in here. One of my friends have had it, which is weird. Average 4.25 out of 5. Okay. Almost 2,000 people have rated this beer. Average 4.34 out of 5.
So we picked the right one. So we agree with the masses. Finally. I agree with them.
It's a totally different style. In the beginning, we were thinking that we were going to go all IPAs. We didn't know what we were going to put in that IPA category. At first, we said we're going to keep all Old Nation out. But then we brought them back in. But then we also said we were going to keep Bell's out, and we did keep them out. On the IPA side, we thought because there were some beers that were closer and that you guys wanted to see, that's why we put Old Nation in here still and not Bell's on the IPA side. We felt Two Hearted would run away with this, and I would drink Two Hearted over this any day, so I think it was fair.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, and I think too, like, we had Hop Slam in here, which I think would have also run away with some of this, because it is that not as hoppy, but alcohol content's right there, very smooth beer, and it would have been interesting to see if the two would have met up like Old Nation did. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I think we could have did way more Bells in here. We could have did way more Founders. We could have did way more Stone, but we were afraid that some of those might alienate other smaller breweries.
Yep, and because we had a Hoof Hearted, which is, a bigger known brewery, Evil Twin, Old Nation, and then we filled it in with Petoskey, which if you're in Michigan and people fight about Juicy versus M43, we knew that would fit in then.
Which I can already tell you when we picked it. So.
The Fat Orange Cat was the wild card in this one, almost like the Angry or Anger. was in the IPA. Sam Adams was thrown in here because of the talks about how good it is in relation to price. And this,
Sure.
I still believe
It's a stair step.
yeah, there's no point if you're into craft beers. Samuel Adams New England IPA doesn't stand up to our New England IPAs.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, I think Petoskey would have beat New England IPA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think hopefully we learned a few things today. I know I learned even.
He's going to buy Boss Tweed more.
I'm buying Boss Tweed now. Said I'm 43. But I think it was fun. I think we learned a lot, and hopefully you will go out and experiment yourself. I mean, don't take our word for anything. Please go out and buy some of these on your own. Give them a try. If you can, buy 2 of them side by side and try, and you want to copy the bracket, do it. See if you end up with the same results.
Yep.
I think the most interesting experiment would be to buy the Old Nation M43 and the Boss Tweed and see which one you like.
Yeah, have your wife, somebody, pour them because they are about the same color. See if you can pick out what we picked out, because if you compare them, M43 has nothing on Boss Tweed.
Surprising. I was shocked.
Now, also, we are done with this, obviously. Let us know what you want to see next year. We do take comments. I have a Google sheet. I put them in there. Let us know what you want to see. The hard part is we have to be able to get the beer, or you have to be able to send us the beer. Mm-hmm. If we want to do a 16 beer pool where you guys send us everything and they're all wrapped, and what we'll do is put 1, 2, 3, 4 and put them against each other, we can do that. If you want us to buy them, we can do something like that. But this is what we did this year. This is what seems to do the best is IPAs. Yeah. Because you can find enough.
And if you aren't internet inclined, or don't want to type out a message or something, you can always send Brad a $20 bill with whatever you want him to try on it, and he will respond to that. So feel free.
Yeah. Also, we could do, if we can get enough people, we could do a homebrew bracket. Mm-hmm. If we could get 16 homebrews,
we'll put them up against each other. And that would be probably the best blind. Like, that would be a pretty good.
Right. Yeah, if we had to brew some and put numbers on them, or mix, I mix Steve's up, Steve mixed mine's up, puts them in there, you guys send us some, we do that. And we can do that too. I mean, sky's the limit on what we do on this, because it's ours and we can do whatever the hell we want.
That's right. Any comment you want, just write on $20 bill. Send it our way.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this year's bracket. Let us know what you guys think down below. If you have done the Old Nation, we should almost make it like a challenge. Old Nation, Boss Tweed. It's
got the belt. Yeah, we should make a belt for.
Yeah, let us know if you have tried this, or if you're gonna, and what the outcome of that was. So
yeah, and Old Nation, if you're listening and you need to send us some more to review, let us know. Yeah, we're into that too.
You guys won. Usually we get shirts from the people that win.
The shoot sent some. Just setting that bar, throwing it out there.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. Until next time, I'm Brad.
And I'm Steve.
Happy brewing.
See you next time.
If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and thumbs up, and check out some of our other videos.